All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Tuesday video. Today, we are going to be talking about the Twitch bans. Now, you may be thinking, oh God, not the Twitch bans. What Twitch bans this time? And yep, I know. I agree with you. Twitch seems to love to ban everybody for every reason, under the sun. Maybe it's hot tub streams, maybe it's ASMR, maybe it's I don't know. Maybe who knows, right? There's so much controversy around Twitch. Twitch might as well be the new Twitter. Like, it feels like something wrong is happening on Twitch almost every single day. So basically, from what I've been seeing on a couple people's Twitters, and I've seen a couple videos on YouTube pop up. There's this, I think he's like mainly a political guy, but maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't really watch him. His name is Hassan. So if you've heard of him, I'm sure you know. But essentially, not too long ago, he got banned off of Twitch for using the term cracker. Now you may be thinking, okay, wait, what's wrong with the cracker? Rich cracker, whatever. Like, if you're just the typical person watching this, you're like, oh, okay, what's the big deal about that? Well, I apparently, he was kind of using it in like the way of a slur towards white people. And okay, fair enough, whatever. But yeah, so he got banned. And so you would say, okay, sure, I can see how, using slurs and stuff like that is definitely a bannable offense on Twitch. I get that. It's not as much on YouTube. That's one of the few things YouTube is a little like lenient with, is kind of language. YouTube will demonetize you, but they won't really ban you for language unless you're like way over the top or you're like some like super heavy like neo-Nazi racist. Like, that's really the only time maybe YouTube will kind of get into like, okay, this is over the top hate speech. But outside of that, yeah, that's not really a big concern for YouTube. At least I haven't seen a lot of people get like banned or videos taken down for that. I've definitely heard of it happening, don't get me wrong, but it's not very often. Twitch, on the other hand, the problem with YouTube is YouTube makes a lot of rules all the time. They make a lot of new rules, and they pass it off as not a big deal. They'll say like, oh, we're updating our terms of service. But it'll be like the 5th time this year. And, maybe like the rest of the times it was like you kind of looked at it and you were like, oh, okay, this doesn't affect me. But then they'll roll out some big one all of a sudden. And you don't really care to look because you're like, oh, these never affect me. But all of a sudden they do. Twitch, on the other hand, doesn't really write stuff out or do stuff like that. Twitch is a lot more of, the Twitch moderators, like I don't mean like the, Twitch mods on people's Twitch streams. I mean like the actual moderators of the website Twitch. They're a lot more just willy-nilly with throwing bans out there. Obviously, if you watch a lot of Twitch or if you watch a lot of streamers, I can guarantee you some of your favorite streamers have been banned possibly multiple times. Twitch is really good about just banning people for seemingly no reason, and then they'll say why like way afterwards when they actually like come up with the correct term to make them sound in the right when it comes to banning you. So yeah, this guy Hassan obviously banned for using cracker as like a hate term kind of thing. But there's actually other Twitch streamers now that are also getting banned for using the word cracker, and they're not even using it in like necessarily the same way. They might be talking about it in the same context, but they're not using it the same way. And also, if it's a slur towards white people, why are they banning some white people for saying it? I mean, this is the thing. Like, I know that they do ban people on Twitch all the time for using the N-word. However, you do see, the occasional black person still get away with using the N-word on Twitch. I'm not really sure about, like, the homophobic slurs. I don't actually think I've ever heard somebody use that on Twitch. Maybe though, maybe not. I'm not sure. So I can't really comment on that one. But as for race slurs, it's weird that you would ban, white people for essentially saying a slur that's against themselves, especially when it's like a word like cracker. I mean, like, it's just such an out there word. Like, it could really mean anything. I mean, who knows if I'm necessarily referring to somebody as that? Who knows if I even know the slur and, what it means? There's a really high chance that a lot of these people on Twitch don't know, or no, they do know, but they're not really using it in that, like, same hate speech kind of way. Or, I mean, like, how do you really monitor this? Because what if I'm talking about something crazy, but then I go off topic real quick and I'm like, oh, yeah, crackers. Like, what if I'm talking about the food, but I'm just going off topic real quick and, you don't really know? Like, obviously, I go off topic all the time in my videos. I'll be talking about one thing and all of a sudden we're talking about something else, Sure, it all ends up revolving around the same concept, but, I definitely deviate and ramble every once in a while. So it's kind of like, who's to say that they're not just doing that? It's really in that gray area. It falls a lot into, like, the same hot tub, ASMR, ass in the camera. No, this isn't sexual, but maybe it is sexual. I mean, this is the same with, if we look at the queefing thing. It's like, how are you going to ban somebody for queefing, but then, there's other streamers that literally just fart into their mic and shit? I mean, isn't it technically the same thing? Like, yeah, it could be a little more sexual, I guess, but, I mean, like, where are you really going to draw that line? It's a hard line to draw. And, it's kind of the same situation here. I don't know. Plus, I mean, yes, as a white person, I guess I would consider cracker a slur. Like, if somebody was really using it to, like, piss me off, like, over and over again, like, just really using it to kind of degrade me and, like, as a humiliatory term, that would kind of piss me off. I'm going to be honest. But in reality, I'm not going to take offense. I mean, I don't think white people take offense to that term in the same way that, black people would take offense to the N-word. Because there's a lot of black people out there where, if you're not black and you're saying the N-word, no matter the circumstances, it's kind of shitty to them. And, they're going to be pissed off about it. And they definitely have the right to be pissed off about that, for sure. But at the same time, with the cracker thing and white people, it's like, yeah, you can definitely offend white people with it, but most white people just laugh it off like, oh, what, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm sure, I don't give a shit, whatever, yeah, I'm white as fuck. Like, it's just not a big deal, but I don't know. If Twitch apparently thinks it is a big deal all of a sudden, that's the thing. Like, they've never really, like, taken action against it before, but all of a sudden it's a huge problem. This really just highlights Twitch's, inconsistency, I guess. They're really inconsistent, and they really just ban people who I guess they feel like banning, every now and then. But then they also will, just appeal these people just go ahead and appeal these bans, after a month or whatever, and then they're back like nothing ever happened. Look at Amaranth. She's been banned countless fucking times. So have other YouTubers, and they're just like, oh, fuck yeah. Or not YouTubers, my bad, Twitch streamers, and they're just like, oh, fuck yeah. I get a nice week, month, 3-month vacation, like whatever. Because obviously these people are so big, like Hassan, I obviously know that he is fairly rich and stuff because there was that whole thing on Twitter about his house or what. Again, I'm not really huge into the guy. I don't really know very much about him outside of just like what the general internet says about him. What the normies will know about him, because when it comes to him, I really just am a normie. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I obviously know that he has a lot of money. So it's like a lot of these people also have other things like YouTube and stuff like that. So you're really banning them for, trivial stuff sometimes. As much as I think that it should be limited, like, yeah, there shouldn't be a lot of people just saying cracker like crazy, especially when it's being used in a derogatory way. But I don't really know if it's the most bannable offense, on Twitch. Nor do I think it's the worst thing anybody's done on Twitch or anything like that. It's really, you're really walking a fine line with that word, because in my opinion, that word really walks a fine line on being determined as like a slur or a racial slur. It really walks a fine line. 50% of white people will say, yes, it is a slur. I don't like when people call me that. And the other 50% will say, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Yeah, I don't really think it's a slur, but whatever. So it's really iffy. I don't know if I would ban people for it if I was running Twitch. Maybe give warnings. I think warnings would do a lot when it comes to Twitch. Because with YouTube, it's kind of like, okay, 3 strikes and you're out or whatever. You get a warning and then you get a strike, and then you get a warning and then you get a strike, and then you get a warning and a strike, or something like that. You get a lot of chances on YouTube to kind of fix things. And YouTube is flawed, don't get me wrong. I'm not like sucking off YouTube all of a sudden. YouTube has its flaws in that, in the fact that it still fucks up, because sometimes you'll just be hit with all of those at once and it's like whoosh, you're fucking gone, everything's gone. It does happen. However, there are warnings and there are things put in place to hopefully on a normal basis, keep that from happening. And just, it's only in the rare instances that YouTube really is fucking people over. But Twitch, you don't really get many warnings or any warnings. I don't know. I don't really use Twitch or, study their terms of service or shit like that. Maybe you get warnings, but I don't really think you get warnings on Twitch. It's kind of like if you're streaming and you say some crazy shit once, bam, your stream's gone out of nowhere. Nobody fucking knows what happens. You're gone. You're off the website. Fuck you. Goodbye. It's... It's definitely interesting. In the couple people that I've seen get banned, I've actually probably seen 1 or 2 actually get banned live. They're just fucking gone. And I don't know if as a creator you're getting warned. Like, I don't know if you have people from Twitch in your streams that are like, sending you whispers, kind of like the DMs on Twitch if you don't know. But yeah, I don't know if they're getting sent whispers from people like that are like, hey, you need to stop this. Hey, you need to stop this. If you don't stop this, I'm going to take down your stream. You need to stop saying stuff like this. You're going to get a ban. I don't know if there's people doing stuff like that on Twitch. There definitely could be. I've never streamed on Twitch personally. So there definitely could be, especially if you're a bigger streamer. But I've never heard of anything like that. So, it would be like this weird, creator, streamer, moderator link on Twitch that I don't know about. Because all I've seen is, mods that are mods of the streamer. Like, they belong to the streamer to keep the chat safe and stuff like that. I've only heard of those mods being like, hey, you're starting to walk into dangerous territory here, back out. So I don't know. Definitely interesting. Really interesting circumstance that people are getting banned on. I thought it would make an interesting video, so I do hope you guys did enjoy this video and found it as interesting as me, because personally, I mean, what a weird situation, you know? But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. I will see you guys on Thursday, and this video, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is going up on, of course, the Tuesday right before Christmas. So I will probably say it in my Reddit review Thursday. Maybe I won't, though, because those are kind of pre-recorded. So if I don't say it in my Reddit review Thursday, have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, and a good, if you don't celebrate Christmas or stuff like that, a good whatever you do celebrate. I just hope that this is, of course, a nice time in the year for you, no matter what you celebrate or anything like that. But, of course, if you do celebrate Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas. Yeah, and that's really all I got to say. So I will see you guys on Reddit Review Thursday. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. It means a lot to me and also really helps me out. You guys can also leave a comment suggesting some videos. Although these are pre-recorded, I am currently taking a little bit of a break from making videos. I'm still uploading, but I'm not really making any at the moment. So, you know, this is pre-recorded like weeks ago. But, you know, you can leave them down in the comment section, and probably next month or something after the new year, and maybe like a week or two after that, those videos, you can definitely start to expect them, because I will be back to making videos. So thank you guys once again so much for watching. I will see you guys on Thursday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Goodbye.